Yesterday, we are learning about purchase order process. We are learning about purchase order process. So, if you want to learn any ERP, first one is you need to understand this diagram. Okay. So, if you want to learn any ERP, you need to imagine this is your company.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the supply chain class, right?
Yes, exactly.
And this is the
Yeah. This is supply chain class. Next session will be 78 finance.
No, I said yesterday's session was the first one. I missed it.
Yeah, I have shared with you in video recording session. You can go through that one.
Okay, so the next is going to start on Sunday, right? Okay.
So it will be, yeah, Sunday night. For you, it is Sunday night. Yeah. Okay.
That I can study.
Sorry, come again.
Do you have any training material that I can study so I can practice?
I don't have any material. So if you want a training material, you can go through this one, like learn.microsoft.com. In this, you can download the files.
From where? How do I download?
Yeah, 1 minute. Just give me a minute.
You mean Microsoft does not have training materials?
So Microsoft is not providing any training material. See, this is the download file. Microsoft is not providing any material now, like earlier.
Okay, how did you get here? Learn Microsoft, okay.
So you can type anything, any topic, and in D365, you will find learn.microsoft.com. Okay, you can download this file. Okay, the PDF.
The PDF, okay.
Yes.
So what's in the PDF?
This is the content. The content, whatever it is there, it will not help you. Once you learn, you can understand this content. So you can download and you can verify. Okay.
Oh, you mean the PDF will not help me?
So from the scratch, you cannot understand. You need to have one trainer. You need to have one trainer first. Either it may be anyone. You can learn from one person. After that, you can observe this one. You can understand the subject. But from the scratch, from the zero, if you want to learn, it will not help you. Okay.
I can go there and study it again. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, see, if you already learned from someone else, not only me, you can learn from anyone. Once you learn that one, after that, if you download and this will be reference for the verification, but learning, you cannot start for learning from here. That's what I mean to say.
Okay.
You can try. This is for clarifications. You can use it. Yeah.
So this is strange. So Microsoft doesn't have any training documents.
So
like others.
Earlier in 2012, Microsoft is providing. Now it is not providing. So you can check with anywhere something. If I'm not able to find. Yeah. I don't have any documents to learn this application. But in YouTube, you will find so many things. You need to search. Okay, fine. So let me proceed now. Yesterday, we learned about See, you are going to join in a software company. Once you join in a software company, then you are going to work for a project. You are going to work for a project. So for you, a person, it is a project. For the client, for the company, it is called client. So I have taken example USMF is a client. So what this company is doing? Purchasing and selling. Purchasing the material and sells the material. So if you are selling the material, then we need to understand sales and marketing module. If you are purchasing, you need to understand procurement and sourcing module. These are the two major processes you are going to learn a lot from this like next few days. So yesterday we learned about purchase order process. Purchase order process. In this, purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, product receipt, vendor invoice. Okay. So purchase order creation means we are giving an order to the vendor or supplier. So this word supplier will be used by UK companies. Majority in UK, they will use the word supplier. Rest of the world, they will use the word vendor. So here, from where you are planning to purchase the material, these companies are called vendor organizations or suppliers. Okay. Now, purchase order creation means we are giving an order to the vendor organization. What are the items you need? Next, confirmation is mandatory, purchase order confirmation. During this confirmation, budget will be validated. The budget amounts is validated. Next, product receipt. Product receipt means we are receiving material from the vendor. We are receiving material from the vendor organization. Next, during this received material, your physical inventory will be increased. In your on-hand inventory, the physical inventory will be increased. Next, vendor invoice means the financial postings, that is, vendor balance will be updated. Vendor balance will be updated. Okay. Now, as I told you, there are some more functions in between: receipt list, registration, arrival overview, arrival journal. These things you are going to learn in the coming sessions. Before this one, I'm going to discuss with you between these two, there is a approval process. There's something process we are going to do. So for this, I'm taking one example. And we'll discuss. Suppose I started new business, electronic items. I'm selling electronic items. This is a new business I started recently. So I have recruited one person, like some people. Recently I started. And now the purchasing clerk, he is purchasing mobiles, 100 mobiles. Each one is, suppose, $100. It is maybe $200. I will make it $200. 20,000. Okay, 20,000. Washing machines. Washing machines. We are purchasing 100 quantity at the rate of maybe $500. Is 100,000. Next, projectors.
No, you are wrong. How can 500 times 100 be 1,000?
Sorry.
100,000. That's wrong. Yes.
550,000, I think. It's wrong, definitely. Fine. So I'm purchasing at the rate of $2,000. Is 200,000 US dollars. Okay, I'm doing like this. So purchasing clerk, he is giving an order like this, 100 mobiles, 100 washing machines, and 100 projectors. So is there any issue in this one? Suppose you are a purchasing manager. You are a purchasing manager in a company. You are working as a purchasing manager. Now you need to validate. The purchasing clerk, he is doing like this, and the pricing, the best price he already negotiated. This is the best price, not an issue. Okay, but the quantity is looks like wrong for me. Now suppose you are a purchasing manager, then are you going to approve this entire thing, or you want to change this one to any quantity in terms of quantity whenever you are purchasing based on the current situations? What is your thought? Anyone? So can I make 111? That is also wrong. Suppose there is one customer came, he is expecting five pieces. You cannot share, and you cannot sell this material. This is also wrong. Now, what is your opinion? The best, at least some extent. We cannot predict exactly, but extent, some extent, we can predict. What is the best? What is the best quantity we need to purchase? How many quantity we need to purchase? If you are a purchasing manager, how you are going to approve? Now tell me, anyone, your opinions. Is this correct? Or is this correct? Or what is your opinion? How many quantity you want? Anyone, please.
Yeah, mobiles we can take 50 and washing
50.
machine 20.
Okay.
Projectors 10 are enough.
Yeah. Is this Jagdish's opinion? Good. Any other opinions? This is one person opinion. Any other opinion? So, any other opinion, please? So, what is wrong? At least, what is wrong in this one? What is wrong? For sure, this is wrong. Am I right? What is this wrong in this? If I'm purchasing 100 projectors.
Yeah, we might not need all the 100 pieces together because it depends on the demand and too much of budget will be like outflow. So depends on the demand and the requirement, and based on that we have to like change the quantity. So
Exactly right.
so as the other person suggested, yeah, mobiles as per demand there is a like requirement in mobile, so we can go with the 50 quantity. The washing
Hmm.
machines and the projects, so yeah, you have given a good number, actually decent number.
Yeah. So, the first one, it is very dangerous. In 2 to 3 years, I need to shut down my business. If I do like this, in first two, like if I'm doing like this, I need to shut down my business. The reason behind the projectors sales in the market is normally very less. Mobiles, of course, huge, maybe, and cost also less. So it's not an issue. Washing machines average. So this may be correct some extent, or I can do like maybe 1 or 2. 1 or 2 is enough because the sale of projectors is very, very less. And here it is very costly. Whereas this one mobiles, okay, in a survey, every 1.5 year, the people are changing their mobiles 1.5 year. That means the sales of mobiles is huge in the market. Washing machines, maybe yes, 20 is fine, or maybe 15, or maybe 10. So with this one, my business will not collapse. If it is this one, no customer will come to me, because if one customer wants 5 mobiles or 2 mobiles for him and for his wife, or for his son, daughter, something, or his parent, then we don't have 2 mobiles. So there is no sufficient stock. Here it is too much. So if you are following like this, it may be useful. So maybe 50, maybe 60, maybe 100. So this will not impact heavily on my business. So this justification can be taken care by purchasing manager. Purchasing manager can take the decision. Okay. If the purchasing clerk is doing like this or doing like this, it will create more problems to my business. Okay. So to arrive this kind of calculations or this kind of decisions, we need approval. So here, purchase order approval process. Purchase order approval process we need. So some important or key persons are purchasing manager will take the decision to approve the material. So now let us understand this. Yesterday, without approval, we understood that. I will show you first without approval. After that, if you want approval, what we have to do, let me show you. So let me recap what we have discussed yesterday. Procurement and sourcing. Procurement and sourcing, collapse all. Purchase orders, all purchase orders. Here, I'm going to procurement and sourcing module. Collapse, setup, parameters. Procurement and sourcing parameters. Here, active change management checkbox is disabled. Change management for purchase orders, it was disabled. Now, I'm doing purchase order process.
Excuse me, can I ask a
Yeah.
question, please? Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I mean, before we do all this, don't we have to understand the company, then the organizations, then the setting up the vendors, setting up the materials that we're purchasing, and all of those?
Yesterday, you have not joined. So I clearly explained in yesterday's session.
Okay,
So
okay.
first, I will focus on transactions. Then we will try to understand masters.
Master data,
Then
yes.
we will understand these things. Later, I will create a new company and doing all the setups. This is my way of teaching.
Oh, okay. You will do the transactions before we go into the master data, right?
Yes, because initially I'm explaining business user activities. Later, slowly you will understand the setups, configurations, and these things. Once you are familiar, then if I create a new company and if I'm doing all these setups, That will be
Okay.
helpful to you, everyone. This is my
Okay,
way of
okay,
teaching. Yeah.
okay, okay.
So that is the reason other trainers, they will teach this one max to max 5 to 6 weeks. They will finish it in 5 to 6 weeks. But for me, I need 10 weeks minimum. I need
Okay.
10 weeks minimum because I'm repeating the session. First, I'm providing transactions slowly, and then I'm creating new company and I'm doing all these things. So I need double the time. Whoever is training, providing training by some other people, I need double than that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go back. So I'm creating click on new button. So this is the path, procurement and sourcing, purchase orders, all purchase orders. Click on new, select the vendor account. Click on site and warehouse. So site and warehouse is mandatory. Site and warehouse is mandatory. It is required. So the warehouse means where the material is we are keeping in one premises, that is called warehouse. So for example, if you want to understand about the warehouse, let me show you the image. This is the warehouse. We'll keep a material in the warehouse. Okay, so site and warehouse for any transaction for item related. If you are posting, warehouse is mandatory. You need to select warehouse, click OK. Now you can select the item. So quantity, suppose 5 quantity. The purchase price, it is coming from somewhere else. From where it is coming, you will understand later. There are 3 to 4 places. One is agreements, another one purchase agreements, another one is trade agreements, another one is item master. There are some other places it is coming. So where it is coming, I will discuss with you later. Now let me go to item, product information management, products, released products. If you open this item number 1000, this item 1000, manage inventory, on a manage inventory tab, on hand inventory area page. Currently in warehouse 11 at present 400 available. Okay, now it is directly approved because we have not enabled this checkbox. That is the reason it is approved already. I am doing confirm. So without approval process, we are proceeding. So then it is confirmed. Next, receive tab, generate area page, product receipt. You need to enter product receipt number. So this is in real-time scenario, it is called GRN number. GRN number. So product receipt number. So whenever vendor is dispatching material, at that time they will print one document, that is vendor dispatch document number. Vendor dispatch document. That number you need to enter here. In real-time scenario, this is very, very important. For practicing purpose, it is a dummy number. But in real-time scenario, this is very, very important number. Click OK. So if you do product receipt and if you verify, refresh the screen, this will become 405. 405. The reason behind, whenever you are doing product receipt, as I told you, whenever I'm doing product receipt, the physical inventory will be increased. The physical inventory will be increased. So now I'm doing invoice. Invoice tab, generate area page, invoice button. So I have received an invoice copy. So we'll receive invoice like this. Sorry. So invoice you will receive from the vendor. This is the copy you will receive. So usually the vendor will generate 3 copies. 1 copy for their filing purpose, 1 copy for the transport, 1 copy will be given to you. There will be 3 copies will be generated by any client, any vendor. They will generate in 3 copies. 1 for their filing purpose, 1 is for transport or courier, whatever it may be. 1 is for you. So now that invoice copy, whatever you have received from the vendor, that invoice number you need to enter here. You need to enter an invoice date. Then update match status. There is a matching policies, 2-way matching, 3-way matching, price matching, total matching. There are so many functions that you will understand this month end, not now. Month end or first week of July you are going to learn. I'm clicking on update match status passed. Update match status passed. Now the totals will be validated by the business users. Total amount, if it is any discounts, if it is any transportation charges, insurance charges, any taxes, all these things you are in the coming session you are going to learn. How it is populated, line discounts, total discount, charges, taxes, all these things you will understand later. Suppose there is no all these things, nothing, only the total amount is 4,495. Is it tallied with this one or not? This will be validated by business users. If everything is fine, they will post this transaction. Once it is posted, what happens? The vendor balance will be updated. The vendor balance will be updated. the financial postings will be done. So vendor invoice is a part of a finance, because what is going to be debited, what is going to be credited, and all those things will be taken care by finance department. Now let us understand about this approval process. So here I am enabling this checkbox. Change management process enabled. And one more. This is one checkbox. Next, workflow, it is already configured. Procurement and sourcing, collapse all, setup, procurement and sourcing workflows. Here, there is a purchase order workflow, it was configured. Purchase order workflow, it is configured for this company, and active change management checkbox is enabled. Now I'm creating a purchase order. Suppose I'm selecting US 001, 101. Something I'm selecting. Another vendor, something. Now I'm selecting warehouse 11. Click OK. Now I'm selecting item 1000. Suppose same 5 quantity I'm purchasing. I'm sorry, this checkbox is I have enabled, but I have not clicked on save. That is not affected properly. That is the reason it is created as approved. This is wrong. Let me do one more transaction. Click OK. Now, give me a minute. There is some setup. It is overriding. So I will explain you this one later. I'm taking 102. US 102 I will take. That's override. Settings are there. So let me take 1001. I'm taking 1001 vendor. So now ignore these two purchase orders, leave it. I'm creating. I will explain you that one. What is the reason it is not updating? I'm selecting 1001 vendor, site and warehouse. Click OK. Now look at this one. It is in the draft. And I'm selecting item 1000. Suppose same 5 quantity. So now I'm trying to do confirm. I cannot do it because one is in activate change management checkbox is enabled and workflow is configured. So you cannot confirm until and unless your manager approves. The reason behind why we are doing approval process, the purchasing clerk, he may do like this or he may do like this. This may create problems to my business. So purchasing manager will need to validate this every purchase order. So for this, you can click on workflow, submit. So you can write comments and you can submit. That means purchasing clerk is requesting his manager, like verify and approve. So it is in review. So if you are starting approval process, the purchase order will be created in draft. Initially, it will be in the draft mode. Next, once you submit, it is in review. Then approve. So initially it is in the draft mode. Now it is in review. We go inside workflow history, refresh. It will take 1 minute time to process this workflow. So it is started workflow process executing in the backend. So workflow is techno-functional. Now your manager Inga need to approve. Here Inga need to approve. So in the real-time scenario, you need to wait for your manager to approve this function. But now this one, I'm a system administrator. System administration, users. So if you look at this one, I'm an admin for this login. I'm a system administrator. So I can reassign to me. Normally, the clerk will not have access to change this one, reassignment button. This button will be designed, this button will be disabled for normal business users. But for me, because I'm a system administrator, I can change this assignment. I'm changing this reassign to myself. But normally it is not possible. This button will be disabled for business users. So his manager or her manager, Inga, need to approve until and unless that person can't do anything. Fine. Now I'm reassigning to myself. Click reassign. So now it is executing and it will be delegated to me. So look at this one. It is delegated from Inga to Julia Funderburg. So because of this reassignment process, it was changed to Julia Funderburg. Who is this Julia Funderburg? In users, inside here, user is linked to Julia Funderburg. Okay, so this workflow, user permissions, all these things are to be part of MB300. Okay, so I will explain you some extent, but not completely on this process. Okay, I will explain some extent, but not completely, because this is a separate course content. Fine. Now it was assigned to Julia Funderburg. It was delegated to Julia Funderburg. Now Julia Funderburg means the same user, admin user. Now if you refresh, approval is enabled. So the manager will verify the price, items, quantity, price, and everything. Then it will be approved. So it will take a minute time to approve this function. Okay, it is approved. Now the status will be changed to approved. Once it is approved, then you can do confirm button. So budget will be validated. If you are using budget function, budget will be validated during confirmation. It is a finance topic. Next, we are doing product receipt. So before product receipt, I'm just verifying how many quantity on hand inventory is available. It is 405 at present. Now I'm doing product receipt. So GRN number or vendor dispatch document number you will receive from the like a truck driver will bring that material, or you will receive in the email something offline. You will enter that number and then date. This is called GRN number or MRN, material receipt number. Okay, or product receipt. Then you can click OK. So once it is completed, if you verify on-hand inventory, the physical inventory will be increased to 410. Next, invoicing is a part of finance. Okay. Is it clear? Any questions, any doubts, any clarifications, please let me. This is about purchase order process. Everyone is clear about this purchase order process? There are so many things you are going to learn. It is not finished. Simple, small function you understood about the purchase order process. There are many scenarios inside you are going to learn in the same purchase order process. There are many different scenarios you need to learn. So yesterday, without approval, you have learned. Now today, approval process you learned. So my way of teaching is always like this. First, I will explain about the purchase order process. I have example purchase order. I have explained yesterday this much. Okay, today I have explained this much, little bit more. And tomorrow you are going to learn little bit more. Like this, you need to learn this much subject. Okay, slowly I will enhance your knowledge day by day. Okay, fine. Now let us understand about sales order process. Sales order process. What is the sales order process means? Once you have received material from the vendor, we need to dispatch or we need to sell the material to the customer organizations. This is business to business, B2B. Whatever you are learning, it is B2B, not B2C. There are two words. Sales, B2B and B2C. So B2B means business to business. Another one is business to customer. This business to customer means retail module. This is retail and e-commerce. Business to customer. Business to business means it is supply chain management. SCM or supply chain management. Okay, you are learning this one. If it is business to customer means this is the function, retail and e-commerce. Okay, we are learning supply chain management. It is business to business. So this customer is also one company, not a end user or end consumer. This is also one company. Fine. So in this process also, first we need to create sales order. Next, packing slip. Next, invoice to the customer. Sales order means we received an order from the customer organization. We have received an order from the customer organization. Packing slip means we have dispatched material to the customer. Invoice means your customer balance will be increased. This is sales order to invoice process. There are some more processes. We'll discuss that point after this, before this one, and after this, there is, if you want, sales order confirmation is available. It is optional at present. This is optional, whereas here it is mandatory. This is mandatory. Okay, and in the till now it is optional, but in the coming versions 10.0.40, in 10.0.40, this is going to be mandatory. At present, we are learning 10.0.37. This is trial version provided by Microsoft 10.0.37. If it is 40 onwards, 10.0 to 40 onwards, Microsoft made some changes in the sales order process. It could be some pricing concept is introduced in 10.0 to 40 and 41 latest versions. Okay, it is yet to be released or it is going to be released near future. Fine. So at present it is optional. After that, there is pick, generate picking list. Picking list registration. These things you are going to learn in coming sessions, not now. Not now, you are going to learn in the coming sessions. At present, you are not learning. Simply you are learning sales order, packing slip. This is called packing slip, means we are dispatching material to the customer. Invoice means it is customer balance will be updated. Okay, fine. Fine. Now, let me show you this process. So to do this one, sales and marketing module. Sales and marketing module. Collapse all. Sales orders. All sales orders. Click on new button. Click on new button. Select the customer. Any customer is fine. I'm selecting US 001 customer. Next, warehouse is mandatory. As I told you, you need to select warehouse. Click OK. Now I'm selecting item 1000. Suppose 6 quantity I am delivering material to the customer. Here also there is a price coming automatically. From where it is coming, you will understand later. Save. Now, how many quantity on hand inventory available? 410, 410 or 410. Now, I'm dispatching material. Go to pick and pack tab, generate area page, post packing slip. Post packing slip means we are delivering material to the customer. We are dispatching material to the customer. So I'm clicking on OK. Whenever you are dispatching material, it will give you a pop-up message. What is this pop-up message? You are about to post the document without printing. Okay, because we need to print this document and we need to send this document to the customer. One second. Okay, so it will give you a pop-up message, but I don't want print. Okay, I don't want to take a print, so I can proceed with this. In real-time scenario, you have to have a printer connection to take a printout. For practicing, it is not required. Now, if you verify on-hand inventory, refresh, this became 404. 410 minus 6, it is 404. It was detected. So at the time of packing slip, on-hand inventory or physical inventory will be decreased. Physical inventory will be decreased at the time of packing slip. So the word, it is packing slip. People will use the word so many pick and pack something. Don't use that word pick and pack. Pick and pack is a tab. We are executing post packing slip. So post packing slip means you are dispatching material to the customers. Next, invoice. Invoice tab, generate area page, invoice button. Click OK. Once again, it will give you a pop-up message. You are about to post the document without printing. Because you need to submit this invoice copy to your customer. That is the reason printing is required. But for practicing purpose, not required. So I understood the pop-up message. I'm proceeding. Then if you do like this, your customer balance will be increased. Customer balance will be increased in the system. The financial posting should be updated. Okay. So yesterday and today, we understood about purchase order process, sales order process, like this small function you learned. Only this small. There is a huge subject about sales order process, purchase order process. In the coming sessions, you are going to learn. Okay. So Monday onwards, the links will be changed, and whoever is paid fee, those people only will be allowed to the sessions from Monday onwards. Okay. This recorded sessions already I'm uploading in YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, you will find my channel. You will find my channel, Ek Satya. So in this, I will upload today's sessions also. Today video recordings also I will upload here. Okay. So today and yesterday and today, it will be available in the public. for anyone can watch anything, but from Monday onwards, whoever is paid fee, those people only will be allowed into the sessions. Okay. Yeah. Before we end up the session, any questions, please? Any questions? Okay. And one more thing, if you want to discuss one-to-one something, if you don't want to discuss in public, you have my number 9866669989, my WhatsApp number. You can ping me if you want any clarification. Okay, so we can. I'm closing the session for today. We'll join for finance session. You have already finance link already with you. Let us join for finance. Let us join for finance.
Thank you.
Yes, see you. Yeah, see you. Bye bye.